he has ruined all of our alliances, and he sucks up the dictators and psychopaths and murderers, and he's like,
you think so? Really?
Yeah.
Well, I almost have to apologize for this one, for even putting this guy on. During this video, if you can suffer through it, listening to this guy, maybe what will keep you going through it only for a sense of like, what? Is recognizing that this man is a lawyer. He's a lawyer. I can't imagine hiring a man that talks and acts like this to be my lawyer. Any rate, if you can suffer through it, fine. And if you wind up liking it, I'm going to wonder why. So, but here it goes anyway. And, you know, I don't know, pray for me out there, will you? Okay, I'll see you on the flip side. Do you think,
it's a nightmare.
do you think we're ever going to see any justice?
Buddy, I don't know. You know, the founders of our Constitution, the draftsmen for the Constitution, never imagined this. You know, not in a
well, I don't know. They gave us the Second Amendment. They might have imagined it.
They imagined only because they did come from England, and they had a ruler who was practicing for not first off, but he lived in trouble.
Yeah, I there's a lot of...
I've never seen families divided this way before. You know, it happens I have it in my family, and everyone they've dug in their heels. And
well, they wanted this. I mean, you know.
No, they wanted this. They want this. Everybody wants this.
Yeah, but they want to keep us divided, so we are yelling at one another. I mean, that.
Oh no,
divide and conquer.
I agree. No. Yeah. Personally, you know, if he isn't a puppet, he couldn't have done better if he was a puppet. No. I mean, no one could. He couldn't. I mean, our allies are. He has ruined all of our alliances, and he sucks up the dictators
so?
and psychopaths and murderers, and he's like.
You think so? Really?
Yeah. I've been to Europe. I've talked to people. They just shake their head. They just understand.
I used to speak to a lot of Europeans out here and get quite the opposite.
Really? You think everything's great? Really? Okay. Hey, you know what? You can
especially, I guess the biggest divide I can point out would be Israelis.
Israelis love Trump. Which is the craziest thing. But it's okay. I mean, and you know what? God bless that he did.
I just had a couple of Polish.
Honestly, personally, I really thought that if they moved the embassy, which still hasn't happened, I don't think, to Jerusalem, hasn't physically gotten. They like, okay. I really thought it would bring out a jihad. I really thought so. But obviously it didn't. So that's cool. He called their bluff. But but everything else is just horrible. You know?
Well, in a sense, if I may.
You know what? At least until it happens again, you know, until if lightning strikes twice again, we still have the right to still talk out in public about our disagreements. You know.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do out here. I mean, obviously, try to get some divide.
No, you're
but if I may, in the lexicon now, are the words globalism and nationalism.
No, what word?
Globalism.
Lexicon.
Yeah, the two words are globalist and nationalist.
Okay, what about that?
Well, they're the ones that seem to be at odds. He is a nationalist. Globalism.
What's a globalist?
A globalist is basically one world government.
There is no one world government.
Well, the UN would be the one that would try to do that.
Has no effect at all. No one listens to the UN.
Well, you just had Omar come out and said the UN ought to take care of our borders. They ought to take over our borders. Are you familiar with, if I may?
Omar, she doesn't speak for all of Americans. She speaks for her, I guess, for her group that elected her. I don't please speak for me, but we're still allowed to talk, which is great.
If I may, if I would ask you to look up Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030
in the UN.
Yes, these are UN agendas.
Okay.
And they dictates in both of these agendas filter right down to our local government.
Okay. I've never heard of them. It's never been. Why would something like that not been broadcast on TV or hell even on Fox? It's entertaining.
I'll give you why.
The globals, they stopped it.
Well, if I may, who owns the networks? They're all
corporations are owned by stockholders.
90% of what we read, hear, and see is owned by 6 major corporations. Those major corporations are owned by one bank.
Okay, what bank is that?
Bank of International Settlements out of London, run by the Rothschilds. So what you're looking at here is what we hear on the major news.
I don't agree. I don't think it's a Jewish thing.
It's not a Jewish thing.
The Rothschilds are very Jewish. So
no, but it goes beyond that. It has nothing to do with this.
I don't think there's anything. I just think that we have the wrong man with. But hopefully we'll see what happens. In 2020 we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll have riots in the streets. That'd be horrible. But we have a horrible thing. But hey, as long as we can still talk for this next year and a half, all is good. We can't. You know what, my friend? We couldn't talk this way in China, and we couldn't talk this way in Russia. My wife just got back from China. They have that technology that all their cameras. They got face recognition. They know everywhere everyone is. If you jaywalk, they will take.
Well, they're trying to implement that here.
Well, I'm sure they will.
As a matter of fact, I just talked to a retired policeman that said we already have that here.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, I can see that for helping to get bad guys. That's why I think. Hopefully not for jaywalking. I do that. You have a go on, my friend. Have a great day.
That is not a lawyer you'd want on our side.
So was I wrong about this guy? Good God Almighty! I forget what kind of lawyer he is. Good Jesus! It would make any difference? Could you see this guy trying to litigate something? Oof. All right. God bless you. See you on the streets.